He's a foot off the lead, so I'm going to call it close.
Close, for sure.
166.
All right, and 165 feet again for Robert Morris. Still putting him into that second position. Gage Jarvis is still your leader. The worst he can place is second. But watch out. We have Ryan Hinkle as our top seed for men's 2.
So I'm a little confused about Ryan Hinkle's bio. He was definitely a Northern California boy, and then they relocated to Tennessee. They relocated to Tennessee. What?
Murfreesboro.
Murfreesboro?
Yeah. He's got a best in the last 12 months of that 166 feet.
Oh, this is fun.
He's going to have to jump his best to put himself into the lead.
Honestly, people have been jumping really good today.
This is a great jump site for sure.
All right.
Ryan Hinkle's going to be going 36 miles an hour, 35.4, 35 something, 35.2. You got that 5.5 foot ramp. Regular split. Let's see what he can do out here. He's going to need something big to put it down. All right, Ryan Hinkle, your top seed in men's 2. What has he got for this first jump? Oh, on the heels, through the wakes. Oh! Big out the front. Skis are off. Helmet is off. He's laying there. We haven't seen a wave yet.
So, interesting, Liam. He was kind of narrow on the boat when he turned in there, wasn't he?
Definitely.
So the thing that people misunderstand about 3/4 cutting is when you're not as high on the boat actually has more pull on you past center line. And I don't know if that's his normal jam, but if you're not prepared for it, that's what happens.
Yeah, it's never good to see an out the front.
Nope.
Safety's out there.
So those
grabbing the head.
Well, hold on. Let's just not get those falls hurt so bad. Let's just not get ahead of ourselves and assuming it's major. I mean, I'm glad the safety is taking it very seriously, but folks at home, he might be walking around in 5 minutes, shaking it off. We really hope it's not something more serious, of course. All right. Well, I was trying to be optimistic. It does look like they're really wrapping him up. Okay. Well, we were optimistic that we're still optimistic he's going to be all right there, but really do appreciate safety.
Safety is a huge part of these tournaments for sure.
Never happy. As you know, I'll say this. I was at the officials meeting last night, and the amount of kudos to the safety staff was huge. We've got a really good group of professional people that in their day jobs are paramedics and fire and what have you.
And trained to be doing this.
Trained to be doing, yeah.
This.
They're not. We didn't pull them off the street. They're skiers and they are professional safety people. So Ryan is in absolutely good hands there. Okay. Maybe a little calm is developing over there is kind of what we're saying here in the announcing tower. It's not happy days. All right.
And just a round of applause for our safety team. Everybody out there. Thank you guys.
Is it yeah, it is too soon. All right, Ryan's walking off, so I'm going to be the first one to be a little bit pivot here, and I hope this isn't in bad taste, but congratulations to Gage Jarvis, our 2025 good national jump champion. I am more than 100% sure that Gage did not want to win this way. Nobody's happy about this. When you jump, this is how it rolls. So I really hope Ryan's okay. Looks like he's peeling his jumpsuit off there. It's going to knock your bell. Anybody who's jumped far knows this drill. I mean, nobody knows this as much as JP, but we've all been through it once or twice. Okay, just a couple minutes here. Tell us, Liam, what's next?
All right, our schedule of events for the next few divisions, we have international women, open women, international men, and then open men will be the conclusion of the 2025 Good AWSA Nationals.
Okay, really hope Ryan's feeling good over there. It seems like he's surrounded by safety people. Like I said before, if you're a jumper, you've been through this. Everybody's been through it. We all kind of live in the hope that it turns out to be just fine, which obviously we hope this is the case today. He's going to be sore tomorrow, and hopefully that is the extent of it. All right, next on the water, international women with Amanda Amos and Emmy Horton. And then we jump into open women, Emma Davis and Jay with an E. Morris. Then we jump into international men. Holy crap. Emil Ritter and Boon Shippner. And then we will finish the day with open men's jump, Grant Shipper, James Bryans, Blazer Grubs, and Brandon Shipper.
Dennis, are you in the Nautique? We are in the red Nautique. Confirmed. We look good because we have red shirts on. We're looking sweet.
Okay, Amanda Amos, international women. This is not for placement. These are either non-U.S. citizens or skiers who ski internationally and have chosen to ski in this division as a non-medal competing division.
Are you doing advertising?
Yeah, I was actually gonna do a little. Yeah,
Answer. Malibu,
they're all gone. They're gone.
Nautique, they're gone. Mastercraft, they're all gone. Good skis wrapped up like 3 hours ago.
Yeah. Okay, Amanda coming back in for her second jump. 88 feet. 88 feet for Amanda's second jump. International women's skier Amanda Amos coming in for her third and final jump. Another very safe, technically sound jump for Amanda. $88 feet. It looks like both of those jumps are 88 feet. Next skier on the water is my niece, my nephew's wife. Lovely young woman, originally from Finland, now a U.S. citizen, Amelia Horton. She and Taylor live down at Canyon Lake, California. She works in some kind of wholesale insurance stuff that is too complicated for me to understand. Previous member of the Finland water ski team. She has skied at world titles representing Finland a number of times. Okay, originally from Finland, now from Canyon Lake, California, Amelia Horton. My niece, we love her. My nephew married very, very well. We tell him all the time, and he completely agrees. Emmy Horton, first jump. $79 feet, 7'9". I think in her younger days, I don't know how long Emmy's furthest jump was, but I think it was probably maybe even the 160s when she was a kid and she's jumping competitively. living at Jack Travers, doing the whole thing. All right, Amelia Horton out there behind that Ravenel branded Krakovsky Nautique. That's Frenchie's boat. Amelia Horton. I think the headwind probably caught her by surprise, made her a little bit early. So a little bit of wisdom there, letting go of the rope. Boat will come back and get her. She get one more slide over the wall of wax. All right, so Emmy coming back in. This will be her third jump. I think that little bit of headwind might have messed with her on her first jump, and now it's dropped away. Hopefully she doesn't over recorrect. Nice 3/4 cut. She's going to edge into the ramp. Nice safe jump. She'd like to be double cutting. She'd like to be going harder, but that's a pretty solid safe jump for Emmy. And I'm just waiting. 97 feet. 97 feet for Emmy. All right, now we're going to roll right into open women jump. Emma Davis, Jay Morris. Emma Davis, Jay Morris, two jumpers in open women's jump. Okay, Amanda Amos. I'm a little confused on Amanda's bio. I think I'm making this up. She's Canadian, went to ASU, and just started skiing again. I am freeballing that bio, so if I got it completely wrong, I apologize to the folks at home. Did I say that wrong? Emma Davis, correct. Did I say somebody else? I might. It's not the first time. It's the end of the week. I'm wacky as could be. Emma Davis. Oh, I jumped to the wrong division, didn't I? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, 95 feet, Emma Davis. Emma Davis, not Amanda. 95 feet. All right, Emma Davis coming in. Emma Davis. Pass. I think I'm probably guilty of having somewhat of a grumpy jump announcing demeanor, kind of giving a meh on some of the jumps. But when I see skiers passing because things don't feel right, I'm always positive about that. You never ever want to hang onto the rope when things don't feel good. You don't always know, and that's how we get crashes. That's Ryan probably wishes that obviously wished he'd passed back there in men's too, but whatever happened there to Emma, she's gonna gather herself up and come back, and she's got one more jump. Not exactly sure what's going on there, folks. We listen to the radio a little extra close to see if we have some kind of kerfuffle going on. You pick something up out of the lake. All right, Emma Davis coming in for the third jump. She's nice and wide on the boat. I think this one's going to be bigger. Previous jump was 95 feet. It's a big edge. I don't think she got all of it out of the ramp, but that's definitely quite a bit bigger. Quite a bit bigger. $112 feet for Emma Davis. Now, Jay Morris, I believe, is going to jump off the 5.5-foot ramp. So they're going to raise that ramp up 6 inches for Jay with an E. Jay Morris recently engaged to Storm Seltzer. I understand they haven't settled on a date yet, but they've decided they're not going to have the wedding in a water ski tournament. That was discussed, and I believe Connie Morris put her foot down and said that that's a ridiculous idea.
Yeah, I'd almost have to agree with that too. But aren't they? I mean, going back to an old joke, they are part of the cool kids out of San Diego, though. So whatever they decide to do is going to be cool.
Okay, looks like Brad Hartwell is trying to confuse me, but he's not doing a good enough job. This is, in fact, a 5.5-foot ramp for Jay Morris. Jay, of course, is a resident of San Diego, California. Skis at Imperial Lakes. If you've never been to Imperial Lakes, it's an amazing facility out in the California desert, literally on the Mexican border. When you look south from the lake, you see some mountains to the south. Those mountains are literally in the country of Mexico. All right, Jay Morris. This girl loves her jumping. Big 3/4 cut, nice and wide. Progressive start. Chest up, eyes up, hair blowing in the breeze. Nice opening jump for Jay Morris. I'm going to go on a limb and say that's pretty good, but it's not what she wants. She wants more because she's, a jumper.
Okay, confirming jump times. Good distance, 116.
116. I could be crazy, but I think Jay has jumps in the past, a number of years ago, in like the 140s. It's what happens when you got a day job and you work 5 days a week and you stuff. Maybe it's harder to get back to those big scores, but I think she's kind of redoubling her effort, her focus, see if she can get further up there. She's going to come back here in a little minute and see if she can, I don't know, get into the 130s.
Northern California is finally catching fire here and there.
Oh, isn't that great?
Yeah. Fire about 5 miles from the house. Got about 5 miles from my dad now.
All right, Jay Morris coming back in. Second jump. First jump was 116. She might be a little wider. See if she takes it down a little bit later. Needs a little more power to the bottom of the ramp. I think she might have it. I think that's further. I could be delusional for being out in the sun for 5 days, but I think that might be 130.
Confirming jump. Confirming time. Good distance. 131.
131. 131. Darn it, I'm good. All right, Jay's going to go back down the lake. One more jump. So her average this year is 127. So she's already exceeded her average. We love seeing that. And then we're going to put the ramp up to like 8 feet tall and pull Amelia Ritter and Boon Shippner. Okay, Jay Morris coming in for jump 3. She's got a 131 on the board. Of course she wants more. I might be farther. I'm not going to stick my neck out on that one, but I think so. Okay, so our next two jumpers are skiing the international men division. So they are not competing for medal. 131, there you go. So these next two guys, they're not competing for medal. They're not competing for U.S. national placement. They are getting a score because they're here, and we welcome them here. So just to wrap up, Open Women, Jay Morris is our 2025 good U.S. national jump champion. Silver medal is going to be Emma Davis. Emma Davis, your silver medalist with a 112. You gotta drive all the way home? Yeah. Frank, you can just go, man. All right. Well. All right. Oh yeah, my new Easy app. Put that in my truck, would you? I don't think Arn's listening. Yeah, they're done. They're done. Yeah. Okay, Emil Ritter from Chile. First of our international men, which again I always thought was an underwear catalog, but apparently it is a men's division. Professional jump skier Emil Ritter coming in for his first jump. Very wide, looked like he's down course. This could be big. Did not like the look of that, so he let it go. Showing a little wisdom. Emil has two more passes the ramp here. Just a moment. He'll be here. Amelia Ritter coming in for his second jump. Nice and wide. Looks good in the bottom. Biggest jump of the day, folks. Biggest jump of the day. $200 feet? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. Not sure. First 200 we've seen yet today. Oh, no, thank you. No. Thank you. No, I don't want that. Yeah. 192. Okay, Amelia Ritter come back just a few minutes. Few moments. To be coming back in the jump course for jump number 3. That second jump was 192. It was big. It felt big, but it didn't quite feel 200. I thought it was close. Emil is absolutely capable of jumping into the 220s. He's going for a full double here. Getting it wide on the boat to the right. Left, sorry. All the way out to the right. Up high on the boat. Parallel or in front of the driver. And rotate around to get full power of that pendulum swing into the ramp. I think that might be a little further. Let's call that one 200 feet. Let's cross our fingers for a 200 here today. $194. All right, next gear on the water is going to be Boon Shippner. Now, Bojan's going to do single weight cuts today. And you might say, why is this guy doing single weight cuts off the 6-foot ramp? Well, because Bojan jumps 6 foot, and that's the way they do it. So he really hasn't been jumping very much for the last couple of years. But back when he was living in Orlando and training to be a pro jumper, he had a best jump of 236. Let me say that again, folks. He's going to come out and he's just going to do singles today because he's building back up to it, trying to convince his wife that she should let him jump. Oh, did I say that out loud? Whatever. So he's got a PB of 236. He's just going to single today. These might be the biggest single weight cuts you'll ever see ever in your life.
I guarantee his wife didn't hear that.
Bojan is also the husband of Krista Shippner, who is our 2025 Good National Water Ski Women's 3 champion. Kind of a water ski power couple. Not even to mention the fact that she is Vice President of Marketing at Mastercraft Boats. They are parents of 2 lovely little girls. Here is Bojan on his first single. Yep, that's the biggest single cut you're ever going to see. Holy crap, 145 on a single. He's making everybody else in the tournament look silly, silly, silly. 145 on a single. As I like to say, that's just bonkers.
That is just off the charts, man. Alrighty, what?
So for those of you that are not fully schooled in how jump skiing works, how you really make it happen, how you go far, you'll notice that Bojan is stretching the rope, driving left. Even though he doesn't have a lot of angle and he's not traveling from very far across the boat, he's making that boat work. The boat is responding by giving him power. He's making as much speed as he possibly can with that shallow line. That's how you go far. That's the mistake many skiers make, because they go from wide and then they don't continue to create power going left through the ramp to go far. Here's Bojan, jump number 2. Well, that might be the next biggest single weight cut you'll ever see in your life. Holy moly, 151. 151 on a single weight cut. 35 miles an hour, 6-foot ramp. Gonna say there's a lot of guys going 35 miles an hour, 5.5-foot ramp, double cutting, not quite going that far. You guys should all be watching Bojan. This is how it's done. Look at his stance on his skis. Watch how strong he is with his upper mass staying up, driving forward, driving his right knee in and right. Stretching that rope, making that nautique rev up and give him all the power it's got with that 6.2 liter, 400, I don't know how many horsepower motor. It's a big one. All right, Bojan coming in for jump number 3. Wait. Oh, come on. He's not really going to do this. This is a tease.
This has to be
He's
for
messing with his
show.
wife. He's not going over. He's not going over. All right. He's messing with the Krista.
Not
that was for
to
show.
worry.
That was for show. All right. So that brings us to the last event of the 2025 Good National Water Ski Championships. We have open min jump, the crescendo, the apex, the ultimate. We are going to have Grant Shipper. We're not going to have Jake Abelson. He is a scratch. He's got other commitments this week. We have James Bryans, Blazer Grubs, who, by the way, just recently broke the 200-foot barrier for the first time. And then Brandon Shipper. If you have 2 shippers, Grant and Brandon, sandwiching James Bryans and Blazer Grubs between them. Grant's off first. His current average is 170.5. But he must have seen everybody's just booming jumps today. I think this would be a nice day for Grant to get himself a PB.
And we're going to do a quick sim pass right here before we start the next event. We're going to do a little rearranging up here. Stretch our legs a little bit. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. For those of you left on the webcast, not sure anybody across the lake can hear us, but we are still here. We still have a handful of jumpers to go. All right, quick little heads up for those of you on the webcast. This is the open man part of the competition in the jump. We have 4 skiers in open men. We've got Grant Shipper, James, Bryan's Blaze, Grubs, Brandon Shipper, and that about is going to wrap it up for the 2025 Good USA Water Ski National Water Ski Championship here at Ski West Village for this year. 4 more steers to go. It's going to get really exciting in the open men's division right now, and we will be back.
Okay, one of the famous Shipper brothers, Grant, going out 5.5 foot ramp. First of our 4 open men jumpers here at the 2025 Good National Water Ski Tournament, our very last event. Before we pack all this up and try to crawl home. I confess, I'm not going to make it home tonight. I'm going to crank the air conditioning in my trailer. Unfortunately, probably crank out my laptop and do some work tonight. Yay.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you.
All right, Grant, pulling out wide there, 5-600 football. I don't know, what is that, like 630? He's up high on the boat wearing that speed suit, rocking those big Goodman jump skis. I like the black on black. That's a good jumper look. And that's not what we're looking for at all. $148. Look, jumping's hard. You get 3 goes at it. I'm going to say Grant's just going to pretend that never happened. It's just the way it goes. I do think he probably wins the contest for best jump gear outfit. I do absolutely approve of the black speed suit, black helmet, black jump skis. I think that's the way to go. I'm just going to say whoever that was out there in that baby blue helmet and baby blue suit, it probably cost you 15 feet. I think I see that 2026 Nautique 2 lakes over. Maybe I'm seeing things. All right. Grant Shipper coming in for his second jump. The first jump, we're not even going to talk about it. Just not what open men want. It's a big dig. It's better. I'm, 170-ish, which is actually his average. So, yeah, he's going to be stoked with that. $177. Okay, I was a little short on him there. $177. Okay, Grant Shipper, 177. That's actually kind of bringing the heat. Kind of makes takes the sting out of that first jump. For those of you in Europe, that is 53.8 meters. All right, jump number 3. This is for all the bones. He should go for broke. It's another year till nationals again. Just cut late and go. He looks good. Nope. I don't know if that was like a safety crush or just an uncomfortable spot there in the ramp, but we just let that one go like it never happened. But he's got a 177. I think he's stoked with that. Our next skier, James Bryan's, has an average of 184. So if James can ski his seed, he could displace Grant on the podium. All right, James Bryan's coming on in. Riding those D3 Nightmare jump skis designed by Mr. Fred Kruger. Again, I definitely approve of the black on black ensemble. Jumpers should look like villains, the way it is. Chicks dig jumpers, so I hear. All right, James pulling out wide at the 5 and 6. All these guys are going for the full double cut. Up high on the boat, probably in front of the driver at this point. Now the boat's trying to pull ahead. Skier turns. He takes a bit power early. No, couldn't do it. So what I was saying there, it looked like he was trying to make some speed from pretty high on the boat early before the first wakes. And then it just kind of unraveled there into the bottom of the ramp. But safe jump, just not what he's looking for. So he's going to come back, and he's got 2 more slides over the ramp. See if he can do something big. Okay, 164. 164. Not a puny jump, but not what he's looking for. He's got an average this year of 184. 184. After All right, James Bryan coming in for his 3rd and final jump. I'm sorry, did I get that wrong? 2nd jump. My mistake. I got a little carried away there. Thinking about going home. He's wide on the boat. He looks good. He's carrying a lot of load to the bottom of the ramp. It's not short, but it still doesn't really look like he's getting all the ramp. I can't believe that's what he's looking for. So a little further, not short. I'm sure that's not what he's shooting for. Not sure if he's just carrying enough energy going left into the ramp or what exactly is going sideways there. Oh, I get it. 177. Okay. All right. Maybe that is how he jumps. So the question is do we have a tie? Well, the bad news is for Grant Shippers, when we get into the metric, James Bryan's as a 54.1. Grant has a 53.8. So by 0.3 of a meter. See, I got it right. I didn't say centimeters. I've been saying centimeters all week. Everybody's giving me a hard time. James in the lead. So as I watch him jump, man, there's so much there if he can get all the ramp. I keep thinking this is not his jam, but I don't know. Maybe I don't mean to be critical, but it looks like he's so close to going like 20 feet further. All right, jump 3. He's up high on the boat. He's good at making speed behind that Mastercraft Pro Star. He looks good there. He's driving hard. I don't know if that's further. One seven nine. Well, there's an argument among slalom skiers about style. Maybe James's style. Maybe I need to pay more attention to it because I was a little critical, and then those distances are big. So I don't know. Next skier on the water is not only one of the newest members of the 200-foot club here in jump, but he's also a pretty jumper. I mean, Blaze is pretty besides. His girlfriend's pretty. They're a pretty couple, all that. But in all seriousness, his jump style is technically lovely. He's doing it exactly the way you should do it. He doesn't make it look hard. He just flies a long ways. Blaze Grubs from Belle Aqua up there in Rio Linda. I think he's still technically a student at ASU. I'm not entirely sure if he hasn't graduated or not, but he is a private pilot as well as studying to get a degree in commercial aviation. He's definitely going to end up in the aviation industry. I'm pretty sure his airplane costs more than a couple of my houses, and I have a house in California. You can figure that out. All right, Blazer Grubs. His girlfriend's on shore somewhere looking calm because she knows Blaze is a safe jumper. It's fine. Grubs family, pillars of the sport. You hear me saying this about the handful of families out here that really make it happen. I have all the time in the world for the Grubs family. They help me do a cash prize tournament every fall. Come up a couple weeks. Let's watch Blaze here. First jump. Let me say it again. He's just pretty. Just pretty. Do you see how easy that looked? That's Blaze Grubs. That's how you do it.
Are you good? Looks like we got a
180, our new leader, Blaze Grubs. Let me say it again. He makes it look easy because he's good. Talented athlete. He'll be representing, well, he won't be representing the United States. He'll be skiing as an independent at the World Tournament here in a couple of weeks. He is one of the top 12 overall skiers on planet Earth today. Slalom trick jump. This kid is amazing, especially when you consider that Ryan Nason's his trick coach. Imagine having Ryan as your trick coach and still making it into worlds and overall. Amazing. Blaze Grubs come back here in just a second for his second jump. He's got a personal best of like, I don't know, 202, 203. That was a 180. So he's looking for another 23, 24, 25 feet. Blaze Grubs second jump coming in. Super wide in the boat. I appreciate the all black. The rest of you jumpers should take note. All black always goes farther. Nah, well, blah, yeah. It's all right. It's all right. You got 3 jumps. That one wasn't his jam. He'll come back. See if he can get bigger on the third. Okay, that jump that I just called meh to, because it was not what Blaze was trying to do, was 175. He was trying to go 195 is what he was doing there, and it just didn't all line up. It turns out this jump ski thing is not always easy. If any of you were curious, it's a little bit, it's a challenge. All right, third jump for Blaze Grubs. He's currently in the lead with 180. In the lead with a 180. He wants a big one. Yeah. It might be further, but it's not the giant jump he's really jonesing for. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, he's got a 180 on the board.
confirming jump, confirming times good, distance 185, 180.
Oh, okay. 185, but still, you could kind of see, you can see him in the air. He was trying to go 200. Trying to go 200. And then going 185 is kind of like kissing your sister.
Well, and there you go. Thought we weren't going to go there today.
No, I mean your sister.
Oh, I don't have a sister. Don't try to kiss me. No.
All right, one skier left in the 2025 Good National Water Ski Tournament. Brandon Shipper. Blaze Grubs can do no worse than silver here in the Open Men's Jump event. I'm sure Blaze is actually cheering for Brandon to go big because we all want to see him go big. We're going to go 6 foot. I want to see a 200-footer. Last skier of the tournament on the water, Brandon Shipper. I don't know if everybody's cheering for him because they love him or because they want the tournament to be over. Okay, they're his fans. I get it. This is actually the pinnacle. This is the announcing staff that's blistered.
Fried, toasted, blistered, bewildered, besmirched.
All right, I need a 205 out of Brandon. Need a 205 to be happy. I'd much prefer a 215. 215 might be a bit of an ask. Brandon Shipper coming back in, or coming in. First jump. That's fine. Looks like he's going to start out with a 3/4 cut. Be interesting to see if he does this all 3 jumps. This is jam. There's nothing wrong with a good 3/4 cut, especially if you get a lot of power into the ramp. He's a big man. He's a strong man. And that just might be the Openman. Oh, wait. Where's the handle? What the heck?
Oh, no.
What the heck? I think we're going to get a distance anyway. We're going to try. Seems like we should be getting some. I believe that was a 191. Okay, it doesn't count. It doesn't go in the book. But I think that was a 191. I just don't understand what happened on that landing. I know obviously he didn't just drop the handle, but it kind of looked like he dropped the handle. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I didn't see it, so I don't know what he did. But yeah.
I mean, again, as a jumper in another life, I don't understand that at all.
Well, I think we'll pay attention now. Maybe we can figure out what happened if he does it again.
He's not going to do that again. Okay, he's going to do 3/4 cut again, which I think does make sense. 6-foot ramp. 6-foot ramp. You don't want to. If you're going to hit the 6-foot ramp, you got to be in position. Your margin of error is much smaller than the 5.5-foot ramp. But this is not a lazy 3/4 cut. It's a big 3/4 cut. It's not short. He
got it.
Screwing with us.
Okay.
He's screwing with us. I thought he was going to lose the handle again. Maybe he's just a showman. Desperately waiting for a distance. Not getting it on the radio. What is going on, folks? 190. Okay. Brandon Shippner is our 2025 Good U.S. National Open Men's Jump Champion. He doesn't have to take another jump. He's already getting the gold. He's at the top of the podium. But you know something? He wants more. Now, this is a touchy one. Is he so wired up that he goes a little bit too late and he tries to go 200, 205 and he has to crush or pass? Or does he thread the needle and just go big? You know we want him to go big. But this jumping thing, it's this is like trying to run 39 off. Wrong foot forward in the dark.
With a stretchy rope behind an outboard.
Okay, he's switching to a double cut. I guess this doesn't surprise me. He's higher on the boat. He's going to carry more speed in the bottom of the ramp. The crowd is cheering on shore. And,
whoa!
I don't know if it's a bunch further.
To it.
I don't know if he got that much more. We're going to find out in a minute. It's hard to know. $196. Brandon Shippner, not quite 200, but not shabby in anybody's book. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you, Arvin. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Frenchie. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Frank. I am out of here.
John, thank you very much. And all the volunteers, thank you. Good night, everybody.